Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Stellaris. Last time, well, I think we learnt some of the downsides of just going around throwing your fleet around and taking over planets, which is some planets don't like being taken over. Indeed, Star Mag over here, we've got some issues. In particular, the fact they're now engaging acts of terrorists against us down on the surface, and we're actually struggling to control them. So, I've come up with a new plan, a new form of war. A form of war that is more appropriate for pacifists. And what we're going to do is we're just going to fight wars of liberation. Because if we can't find anyone around us that wants to be friends, then we're going to make friends by taking an empire, going to war against it, utterly knackering it, but then rather than actually taking over ourselves, we're just going to make them into a new empire that will be friendly to us, and then we'll just make them vassals, like we did over here. And that's going to be 100% fine. And the first people I'm going to do this kind of little test on before we kind of roll this out further is, I think, the relatively safe Lolahandrians, because I think like they're probably a safe soft target for that sort of thing. I kind of want to take like this area here, these 4 planets ideally, and say those 4 planets are going to be a new empire, a good empire, a friendly empire. So we've got friends to our north. That's kind of what I'm thinking next. So let's go in here and see what we can do. Guarantee? I'm not going to guarantee your bloody independence. No. I think we're going to war against these lands. We're ready to go, right? Well, actually, just before we go to war, just going to very quickly check. Actually, you know what? Before we go to war full stop, I should think more intelligently about my fleet. So the fleet can warp straight over here, which is, what do I need to theoretically protect? Because there might be some things that... Actually, you know what? Like, even if they decide to come down here, my fleet will be ready to jump out straight away to support. And where is the transport fleet? The transport fleet's in New Duckburg for whatever reason. That's fine. That's a-okay. Both of those are ready to jump straight over to here and start the war immediately. And I suspect we'll be able to take these guys out very, very easily. I'm not too worried about them. So yeah, we're in a good enough position to kick off, I think. So, you bastards. Yep, declare war. Declare war against you. And obviously, the Ganlarevs will also get involved, but I don't think they're necessarily going to do very much, to be honest. Now, what do we want to do? Can we actually make... If we can make them our tributaries, I'll take it. No, that's too high. So, unfortunately, we can't do that because apparently they're a bit too big. I don't want to humiliate them. I don't want to have open borders. Well, I'm not going to be able to vassalize them, that's too much. I don't really want them to be ceding planets either. Instead, I want to be liberating some planets. So, the planets I want to be liberating are... Where's Dastamon? Yep, fine. So, we want to be liberating Dastamon, that's fine. And I also want to be liberating Zabine. Where's Zabine? There we go. Liberate Zabine, that's nice. And Zoltan. Where's Zoltan? Just keep an eye on this to make sure we can... Yep, we can still all do it. And then Tyrim. Where's Tyrim? Tyrim. This is apparently that's a really small planet. Excellent. In fact, if we can, I'll extend it even further. I'll extend it as far as Niamba. That's only 10. Yeah, apparently that doesn't even cost that much to do. And if I could actually make the people I'm creating stronger than than them that's actually left, because like if I take out, yeah, there's only like 3 left here. I could potentially have, how much is the rest of this? Like Niamba, I'm still able to confirm this. Oh no, I had Niamba in twice. Wait, what? Wait, hang on, what? Liberate, what? Why are there 2 Niambas? Apparently there's 2 planets in there. Fine, whatever. Now, then I've also got to liberate, can I liberate Wetja as well? Yeah, I'll take Wetja if that's alright. Also, oh, there's another Zolt. Oh no, sorry, that's Seed Zoltan. So then there's nothing left but, yeah, those 5 planets. So you'd be left with 5, and you'd be handing... Basically, I'm splitting their empire in 2. That's basically what I'm doing right now. And I'm not going to gain anything from this. But I kind of don't want anything from this. I don't want the trouble of having to deal with them. I'd rather just have them as friends and allies and potentially vassals and not have to deal with the rest of it. And then maybe later, once I've split them in, well, it's worse than half. I'm basically saying 2/3 of your empire has to go, you only get to keep 1/3 of it. That's 100% fine. So I'm going to do that. Is anyone potentially going to be willing to join in? Sadly, the Buhavilar. We fought these guys together in the past. I can't believe you wouldn't do this now. So we're just taking on the Lolahandrians. And I would say, yeah, get ready to confirm, and we are at war. Lovely. So that's a lovely, lovely war. And what took you so long, the Mighty Ducks? Let us end this one. You are so screwed. You are so screwed. Well, I say this last time. Last time I fought these people, I ended up in a war for a bloody decade. But this time I'm getting what I want out of it. I'm going to get a very good friend and neighbour nearby that's going to be a very, very good ally that's going to help me be a bit of kind of like a barrier against the risk of the Lyrites expanding. Because I want them, if they decide they want to come in this direction, then I want a nice big solid wall against them. Now, prepare First Murder to move out. First Murder moves into position around this here world and will begin bombarding it. Okay, that's 100% fine. We won't move out the transport fleet yet, but let's keep a really close eye on what happens next, because they could decide to counterattack, but if they do, I think we've got this. We're now into a -22 energy deficit. It's going to be fine. It's going to be 100% fine. This war will be over before we use up our reserves. If we need to, I can do a deal with anyone around us in return for minerals for energy, because I've got plenty of spare minerals. Okay, while the fleet's actually moving out, farthest reach, how are you getting on? I could do with upgrading that at some point, but I don't really want to spend the... screw it, spend the energy. There you go. Spend the energy, start upgrading that. Nice. And what I really want to do is basically, I'll keep the transport fleet actually with us. I know, the bloody Xenos United are causing a bit of trouble here. And then as soon as these guys are in position of sort of bombarding everything around here, I'll move the transport fleet to follow. I want the... Oh, hello! I think I saw what just happened there. You sent a fleet over in this direction, didn't you? A 2.6 fleet. Okay, so that is the third, one of their third groups of carriers. Okay, so you've got a 2.6 over here. Moving into this direction. Oh. They're doing the thing I probably should have seen coming, which is they're bloody separating their fleet apart, aren't they? I mean, they're actually going to just attack me all over the shop. Right. Soon as my fleet arrives, I'm going to have to actually start separating this fleet up, because having one mega fleet is clearly not necessarily going to work. Alright, fine. Move over here.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay, marvellous. Hostile fleet engaged. There's one tiny construction fleet over here. My guys are just sort of walking over here. My bombers are just coming out of warp. I really don't think they're going to be able to penetrate our shields. Yeah, we're stuck in warp for the second here. And okay, good. We are ready to go, and that's going to go down in seconds. Lovely. And the warp is done. Marvellous. And there is also a special thing over there. Yes, you guys, no, head over here. Head over here, if you'd be so kind. Just come... Oh, apparently they really want to bomb this thing first. And I can't actually split the fleet up right now. Because, yeah, okay. Are they even still here, by the way? Did they... I think they backed off because they were scared of my fleet. Good. If they just decided to attack, that would have actually been bad. So they've decided against that. It's possible, actually. Have you decided to try to... You're trying to help! Oh, bless you. Right, okay, now what the hell's going on? Because the leader's died again. At least one of our fleets is in combat. I know that. Select a new research. Hydroponics 3. Clear the glaciers. I think we do actually have a few of them around. Yeah, get on with that. And you, what did we research most recently? We got the... Oh, yes, that's... Wait, I thought we finished that ages ago. Oh, never mind. Okay, what have we got here? Robot populations, not so keen. Space platforms, mineral storage. Deep core mining, unlocks mining network 3. Don't we have that already? No, maybe we don't. All right, fine. Get on with that then. Yeah, that seems like a sensible thing to do. You crack on with that. Meanwhile, scientist is dead. All right, fine. Who are you exactly? Stubborn leader, wings of yellow, 147. Oh, I think that is someone who just lost an election. Sure, you can do it for as long as you're capable of doing it. I think like you're very, very experienced, so I'm sure you'll be fine, even though you're not actually a specialist in this field. Meanwhile, the money bin has apparently started starving to death. Are we good? Did we give you a... Yeah, I'll give you a hydroponics. I was actually meaning to do that anyway, so you can totally have a hydroponics. There you go, hydroponics for you. Over on the money bin, what's going on down on the surface, lads? Well, if you are really that hungry, then you can have yourselves a new farm down here as well. One hydroponics farm. I know we've got some small problems. Meanwhile, you can build yourself a nice mineral processing plant. So I know I'm spending yet more influence, but that will increase the overall mineral output of the planet. So that's totally worthwhile. And all of you can have some flipping mines. Just have mining networks. Everyone gets mining networks. We're producing enough power on this world, it's fine. So I'm willing to... Yeah, I'm willing to potentially kind of swap out this. Just kind of this whole point of this world is to be mining networks times crazy. So basically, I just want nothing but mining networks over here, even if that suppresses a tiny bit of energy. There we go. That should be your world sorted out very, very soon. Right, back to the war. So what is going on over here? Yeah, for now, at least, our flank is secure. Now it's time for the transport fleet to move in. That's just nothing major. Right, you guys, move over here towards this world, alright? You guys just head over here. No need to worry about anything in particular. And then that's just a flipping tiny thing over there. That's 100% fine. Actually, I'm just gonna send these guys over here and get their bombers to clear that out, just on the off chance my flipping fleet runs into it. Sorry, my transport fleet, which is on the way. My transport fleet should be on the way anyway. Guys, get over here. Yes, it's currently actually mid-warp, so I want this thing taken out just in case they decide to try and attack it, which will be a little bit on the annoying side. So there we are. There go the bombers, and it should be way, way more bombers than we're used to seeing, because, oh yeah, this thing should just spit out bombers forever at this point. Nice. Okay, bombers will take out that thing in seconds. That's fine. Back out to the galaxy map. Keep an eye on... Oh dear! Right, we've got hostile fleets, like, all over the shop. That's just a constructor ship. And that is... Again, that's just a constructor ship. That's fine. That's 100% fine. The problem is we can't really build much, because we're already over capacity on the fleet. I should probably send a small fleet back. There's the... Oh, no! I suspect what's going on over here is they're actually attacking my allies. Which is not great. Is that what's actually going on here? Well, actually, it's better than them attacking me, to be honest. I've seen worse things that could happen. If I can pin down one of their fleets while I'm busy with... Yeah, actually, this could work. Okay, let's just work on this planet for a second. Bomber's just going in every direction going. Yeah, finish you guys. We've got some physics research to do. Antimatter blue lasers, subspace sensors, arc emitters. All of that seems useless. Let's go for that. It might be nice. I don't know what it does. Right, you guys... Yeah, go over to... Just go over to here. That's fine. And is that thing... That thing's going to be dead in a moment because we are just going to zap it into the ground. It's just... I'm not sure if it's even got... Can it even fire back? I thought these things could fire back because they do have some level of military power, but apparently not. Okay, now, back over here, you guys. Just start bombarding this world, and then our own transport fleet can just stand nearby. But while you're doing that, I need you to break off a new fleet, okay? So just pause for a second. Break off a new fleet. So what we're going to do is we're just going to send like just a few thousand bits of power. Alright, so yeah. And then we can actually say, okay, so we can see kind of live how this thing's doing. So we'll send a few destroyers as well. Yeah, fine. I tell you what, we could send one battleship. That might be quite nice. One just delightful class. That's 1,800 on its own. Yes, okay. That's quite nice. So now, that's all okay. So that's fine. So first murder continues going there. Second murder, which has just been created, is now going to go and relieve our allies over here. So I'd like you to head over in this direction, please. Thank you. Lovely. And then we're going to very briefly stop off in this area, but hopefully that's not going to cause trouble. So, yes, now crack on with that. Just make sure that our vassals don't end up in too much trouble. Go and help them as far as you can. While they're doing that, because I think they've made a bit of an error deciding to do this here, which is I'm not convinced it's going to do them much good attacking my vassals. I think they'd be much better off just going after me, but that's fine. Right, back in here. My fleet takes up position and begins the bombardment of this planet, which is going to go down incredibly quickly and will be ready to be occupied very, very soon. That's 100% fine. Good. Second murder needs to move over here and chase off these guys. Actually, I could have sent the capital ship, because the capital ship would stop them fleeing because it slows them down. But I suspect there goes second murder. This is all very, very nice. But just need to keep an eye on. Yeah, that's just a construction ship that's trying to watch me and figure out what I'm doing. So it's going to take me a while to get over here. What is going on over in this world? Okay, so they've chased off the fleet, and now they're going to start bombarding this world, aren't they? This is actually one of your home worlds. And are they gonna bombard it and try and take it, or are they just gonna flee at this point? No, they're gonna try and bombard it. Well, that's fine. I think we should be... That's not going down too fast. I think we'll actually be there to relieve it before they actually get... Oh, I say that. Jumps are more than a little bit on the slow side. Where are you right now? You're still two flipping jumps away. Although, ooh, the Gandalfs are actually doing a good job potentially distracting them, because the Gandalfs keep warping in and just pulling them away with one tiny fleet. They're just... Oh, that's really clever. Well done, lads. You're doing a good job here. Right, I want you to go after you. Oh, you're mid-jump, so I can't give you another action for the minute. Okay, fine. That's 100% fine. Now, what's going on down here while you guys are continuing just to cause trouble? They're all there. Right, begin the occupation. Land the armies. We should be able to take this guy out pretty quickly. And taking planets and occupying them, that's how you get the war score up in a hurry. So, send the armies in. Commence the occupation. There we go. Lovely. Our armies go in. They've actually got some decent armies in preparation here. I wasn't really expecting them to be quite that tough. We're going to win, but our army's being weakened here. We might actually need to build a new army before we can actually go too much further. We're going to lose like a third of our entire army strength just clearing these guys out. Though actually some of these are going to start collapsing sooner rather than later. And then that'll be a bit of a domino effect. Yeah, maybe we'll lose a third of our entire army strength clearing this place out. That's no good. That's no good in the slightest. That's actually deeply worrying, actually. Actually, maybe more like a quarter of our strength. Okay, so up to 20% of the war goals. Lovely. Now, up this way. Where's second murder? Hang on, just pause for a second. Second murder. What's going on with you? You're over here. You should be able to easily... Oh, you've just jumped straight into it. You've got no leader mind, but I think you should be able to handle this. Because you should have the massive... You've actually got like a capital ship. They've got... What even is that? I feel like that's nothing but a whole bunch of destroyers. So they've got the numerical advantage. We've got the tech advantage. Ooh. I wonder if we've actually done what we should have done here. I feel like potentially they've got such a numerical advantage. We might have actually made a bit of a bad decision here. How quickly are these ships gonna... Ooh. Actually, it looks like we're actually wearing through their ships pretty quickly. And we're actually tossing a lot of firepower at them before they even got into close. Yeah, their destroyers are taking knocks fast. And our destroyers... Well, we've got destroyers as well. If a destroyer goes down, that's not the worst thing in the world. I think we're going to start knackering them fairly soon, but now they're actually in range, which is a bit of a concern. Our destroyers are going to go down quickly, but the cruisers is where the real kind of heat is. Like, we can take these lads out, but I'm a bit worried actually. They've got a lot of ships here. They actually have a lot of ships. I suspect we might be going to lose a couple of cruisers here, but the battleship at the... This has not actually gone as I was planning it to. This hasn't gone right at all. Maybe you should just prepare to... Yeah, retreat. Get out of here. Emergency FTL jump out. Oh dear. That did not go as I was expecting it to. Right, okay. We were just swarmed by a larger number of enemies. Okay, we've done some damage to them. We've done some damage. That's good. We're 18% of the war goal because we've occupied this. Right, everyone, armies, embark all. Everyone back into space. There's nothing they can do to this. That's the thing. They can do nothing to us here. First murder needs to move over here. Oh dear. This isn't good. Right, where's second murder? I assume it's like just moving... I don't know where it's warping to. It's doing an emergency FTL jump. I'm just not sure where bloody to. Right, it needs to move back over to the brightest quack if it can. Okay, so it's just jumping over here. Second murder moves over there. Okay, that was a bad first engagement. Fine. Move first murder, and there's nothing else here. And move the transport fleet over here as well. Just send both of them out and just continue moving our way around the world. Like, as long as we just keep going along, taking planets, we will eventually win. That's pretty much inevitable. And the question now is, how much damage are we going to take while we're doing it? Right. Commence building a new fleet. We've actually got some spare capacity now, though. Well, we've got plenty of minerals. We'll be alright for the minute. I'd say if they're just going to go building... Actually, you know what? The cruisers did a good job. The cruisers did an alright job. Build cruisers and then just build a whole bunch of destroyers. That's fine, because we've actually got destroyer yard, fleet yard. Oh, we've actually got destroyer yard. Get rid of that. Just start producing destroyers en masse. Just all the destroyers, alright? Now, what else can we produce here? Over in flipping New Duckburg. What have you got the ability to produce, guys? Can you produce anything? You can just produce... Okay, fine. You know what? Maybe we should just start building a spaceship too here. Maybe we should start being able to produce, you know, destroyers here as well. Because right now we only actually have one destroyer facility. We're actually a bit shy on, yeah, the facilities to produce anything. Okay. What I'm going to do is... We're still going to be way stronger than them. Probably. Just for the moment at least. Well, actually, okay, let's get into position over this new world. And then we'll see what happens next. I'm suddenly feeling a bit more nervous about this war, to be honest. I just really, really hope that these lads end up distracting each other very, very nicely. Well, we were warned they were technologically alright. What have you done? Getting rid of the tile blockers. What else can we do here? Leader pool. Ship upkeep minus 10%. Oh, naval capacity plus 10%. No, ship upkeep. Get the ship upkeep done. That strikes me as very, very good. That fleet of... Okay, here comes... Second murder. What actually is second murder right now? Because I'm guessing it's going to be very, very badly damaged. So we need to go back to the brightest quack and just kind of recharge a little bit. I may have slightly underestimated just like how strong this was all going to be. Right. Over here, first murder has just appeared. Whoa, what the bloody hell? Our ships have just appeared. Oh no, is that the transport fleet? No, why is the transport fleet in trouble? Is the what? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, the transport fleet should not be... I think we just lost the entire army. Bloody hell. Okay. On the plus side, we're going to actually be able to destroy... They've taken our army, but we have taken out their fleet. Their fleet's going to be utterly... I should have sent the damn fleet in first and the transport fleet separately. Okay, that's fine. They're trying to warp out. Or something's trying to warp out. Something just kind of disappeared, but... They are going to be, yeah, utterly, utterly destroyed. We've just completely annihilated their fleet. And, oh, there's a second fleet that just tried to warp in. That's a really bad idea for you. Oh, no, that's a fortress. They've just got a fortress over here. Right. So we just lost our entire army. What do we do now? Hang on, fleet engaged where? I just want to check which fleet is engaged. At least one of our fleets. Okay, it's that fleet that's in combat. Just make sure they're not appearing anywhere else. Okay, so we just did... We probably wiped out a large part of their fleet there. There's the second carriers. You're just a transport ship. Okay, they're leaving our vassals alone. Something's going on here. I assume we've got visibility of this world now because... Okay. So they've sent some guys to take back this world, which is understandable. I tell you what we can do, for once, lads, make yourselves actually bloody useful, because you lot over here on the planet that keeps everything blowing up, you lot have actually got a decent chance of building an army. Like, we've got an assault army for droids, which are actually pretty good. Like, our armies in terms of, like, offense armies for the Mighty Ducks, like, do 230, but, like, damage 146 to 2.92. Like, the Ganlarevs actually make good soldiers, and the droids make okay soldiers. Let's just send a bloody load of flipping Ganlarev forces. Just, like, just build all the Ganlarev armies, alright? Just build a massive Ganlarev army. That's possibly all the Ganlarevs. In fact, if we completely get rid of the Ganlarevs because we're about to throw them into a war, that's probably not the worst thing in the world. Meanwhile, over here on Thuban, commence building Thuban. Hello, in Graceful Wing. Hello, Graceful Wing. You are full of Post the Mighty Ducks, who are better at fighting than the Mighty Ducks by actually like 50% more. So as a result of that, I would say, let's build ourselves an assault army. Yes, this here strikes me as just the sort of thing. So let's build another assault army here. Let's get 2 more armies in production, okay? We're going to have multiple ones here. Oh, bloody hell, what are we going to do about this? If they're going to try and take that back using that fleet, we should probably actually just warp out and make sure we've defended what we've already got. Because I don't want to lose what we've already got. We've just taken out like a large part of their fleet. I would say move the fleet back to here. First Murder needs to move back to... First Murder's kind of stuck in a fight at the minute. Because you have to be... Once you're engaged, you have to finish a fight. And they've decided that's their mining station. We failed to fend off the invaders. That's fine. We'll take them back later. We've wiped out a huge part of their fleet. Like, they're going to slowly lose the capacity to deal with this.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Hostile fleet engaged. That is... Where's their fleet gone? Because it was right over here. So, oh no, we've just lost visibility of it because we've lost the planet. That's fine. It's probably still there. We just can't see it anymore. Okay, we just need to take out these two areas. Our bombers are just kind of coming in here. The invasion is over. We couldn't fend them off. I maybe should have built some defensive armies. But the thing is, we've just taken out what must be at least half their fleet. Because their fleet was equivalent to ours. And we've... Yep, that's all taken care of. Okay. That's 100% fine. Now, we don't need to worry about anything else for now, because we can't invade this planet even if we want to. So, send First Murder over in this direction. How's First Murder doing right now? Basically, almost none of it's taken any actual hull damage. A few have taken a tiny bit of hull damage, but for the most part, we're actually in good shape. In fact, interestingly, only the battleship did. So that's intriguing. Yep, send over here, see what's going on in this world, and see if we can pin down their flipping... Navy. Is their navy still here? Let's find out. Hello, and something's still here. Yes, their army's still here. Go, go, go. Take out their army. If their army goes down, then they're not going to be able to do anything to me. There we go. We have started to attack. Well, that's one thing. Oh, they're determined to take that out first, that one transport ship. That's fine. That's actually a-okay. That works for me. What's that over there? That's just a constructor vessel. Right, they're not actually counterattacking that effectively. I think we're wearing down the fleet pretty quickly here. Mineral storage, view new research. Yes, you just crack on with this for a second. Impulse thruster, unmatched maneuverability and speed. Like the sound of that. Yes, go for that. Lovely, have one of them. If we can catch their transport fleet, which does appear to be hanging around for some reason. No, don't let them get away. Boo, they're warping out. Damn it. Okay. Now, let's just retake this planet quickly. Retake this planet. And then, after that's done, our army should be ready to go, right? Our armies are... Well, our army's going to take a while to train. Yeah, we just need to see if we can maybe pin down their navy. But that's going to be a little bit on the difficult side, to be honest. Enlightenment has been completed. What? Enlightenment has been completed. Oh, yeah. We raised someone. We raised someone up. Did we just give them the system? Why did we do that? Don't we own something in there? Early space level technology under their unified government. The aliens now style themselves the Blessed Pyrite Confederacy. They've agreed to become our vassals. Our observation post above their homeworld has been dismantled as per the conditions of the treaty. This is... You say this is a great day. Didn't we? Oh no, good. We haven't lost a planet. But we get to hold on to all of any of the mining sectors in here. And now these lads are just here. Okay, and now they've got proper mining networks and everything. Okay, good. Okay, so we haven't lost any of our mining rights or anything. That's good. And the subspace sensors are done. Planetary shield generator. That's probably not a bad idea, to be honest. Construction time for, what, everything? Yeah, hell yeah. Construction time for everything minus 5%. Get on that, you. Yes, okay. So, what the hell do we do now? I'm worried at this point, because... Okay, what we've got that's good is... Where's Third Murder? Okay, go back to the Brightest Quack and just revisit what's going on here. So, Third Murder is right here. And Second Murder is... Where are you? Okay, Second Murder, just go back over here. Right, you guys just head over there and just deal with the situation while we're just building a new fleet out, okay? We're going to build a whole bunch of destroyers, and the destroyers are going to be supported by a single battleship, which is not currently in particularly good shape, but we'll have more coming in. Okay. We've made an okay start. Like, I know the war score is not looking great, but we have taken out one of their worlds. We know for a fact... Why do I have the Ganlerev... Wait, are the Ganlerevs actually going in and trying to help? Ganlerev, no. Don't do it, Ganlerev. Just don't do it. Okay, please don't. Yeah, I need to have enough forces. Like, as I go through this area, I need to have enough forces left over to garrison and hold the planet. And that doesn't necessarily mean an army on the ground, it just means I need to leave enough ships that they can't send their fleet in or get their transports close to the planet. That's what I need to do. How are the armies doing? The armies are being created, but they're a little bit on the weak side, to be honest. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, with the war off to a slightly shaky start, I'm going to call it a part there, and we will pick up next time with the remainder of this war. Hopefully, the new armies will actually be able to do a slightly better job, and yes, we'll also need to slightly rebuild the fleet. So that's next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Stellaris. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Eroticism. How important is it to have erotic or love scenes? It's a film about bakery. Very important. Okay, so Ben and Arthur just came on TV. That's Ben and that's Arthur. Dinner Date's a really good film. Aside from the bit where he eats her, that's arguably not as good.